Hey there, friends. Welcome to a special video for all of us who are embracing the golden years after 60. I'm thrilled you're here because today, we're diving into something exciting, why learning a new skill after 60 can keep your mind as sharp as ever. Whether you're sipping coffee at home or relaxing in your favorite armchair, this video is for you. So, grab a notepad, and let's get started. You might be thinking, learning something new. At my age? Isn't that for the youngsters? Well, let me tell you a secret, the brain is like a muscle, and it loves a good workout, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Today, we're exploring 4 amazing benefits of picking up a new skill after 60, and I'll share practical tips to make it fun and easy. By the end of this series, you'll be inspired to try something new and keep your mind buzzing with energy. Let's kick things off with the first benefit. Learning a new skill boosts your brain power. Now, I know staying sharp is a big concern for many of us. We want to remember our grandkids' names, keep up with conversations, and maybe even win at trivia night. The good news? Science backs this up. Studies from places like Harvard show that when you challenge your brain with new activities, like learning to play the guitar or mastering a few phrases in Spanish, it creates new connections between brain cells. These connections help protect against memory loss and keep your mind nimble. Think about it like tending a garden. Your brain is the soil, and learning is like planting new seeds. The more you plant, the more your garden thrives. For example, my friend Betty, who's 68, decided to learn how to use a smartphone app to track her daily walks. At first, she was nervous, technology wasn't her thing. But after a few weeks, she was not only tracking her steps but also sharing photos with her kids online. She told me, "I feel like my brain got a tune-up." That's the power of learning something new. So, how can you get started? Here's a practical tip: pick a small, fun skill that excites you. It could be learning 5 new words in a foreign language each week, maybe Italian for that dream trip to Rome you've always wanted. Or try a puzzle app like Sudoku on your phone. Start with just 10 minutes a day. The key is consistency, not perfection. Before you know it, your brain will feel sharper, and you'll be amazed at what you can do. Another great way to boost your brain is to join a local class or club. Many community centers offer free or low-cost classes on everything from painting to basic computer skills. Not only will you learn something new, but you'll also meet folks who share your interests. It's like a 2-for-1 deal, a sharper mind and new friends. Now, you might be wondering, what else can learning a new skill do for me? Well, stick around for part 2, where we'll talk about how picking up a new hobby can make you feel more confident and accomplished. You won't want to miss it. For now, try this: write down 1 skill you've always wanted to learn, whether it's cooking a new recipe or playing a card game. Let's take that first step together. With your brain getting a fantastic workout from learning a new skill, let's explore another incredible benefit that makes this journey even more rewarding. Picking up a new skill boosts your confidence and fills you with a sense of accomplishment. In our golden years, there's nothing quite like the thrill of mastering something new. It's a reminder that age is just a number, and we're still capable of achieving great things. So, let's dive into why this spark of pride matters and how it can make you feel like a rock star, right from the comfort of your own home. Remember the last time you nailed something new? Maybe you figured out how to send a photo to your grandkids via email or watched your flower garden bloom after weeks of care. That "I did it" moment feels like pure gold, doesn't it? Learning a new skill after 60 brings that same rush of pride. Whether it's knitting a cozy scarf for a loved one or perfecting your famous apple pie recipe, each small victory builds your confidence and makes you stand a little taller. It's like rediscovering a piece of yourself, proving you've still got plenty of spark to share with the world. Let me tell you about my neighbor, Tom, who's 72 and a true inspiration. Tom loved watching cooking shows but never ventured beyond toasting bread in the kitchen. Last year, he decided to try his hand at baking bread. His first loaf. Well, let's just say it was more of a doorstop than a delicacy. But Tom didn't give up. He watched YouTube tutorials, practiced, and kept at it. A few months later, he brought a golden, crusty loaf to our community potluck. When everyone raved about it, the pride on his face was unforgettable. Tom told me, "I never thought I could do this. Now I feel like I can take on anything." That's the magic of learning something new, it makes you feel unstoppable. So, how can you tap into this confidence boost? Here's a practical tip: choose a skill that feels approachable and connects to something you love. If you're a fan of Italian cuisine, try learning to make homemade pasta. It's simpler than it looks. Love music? Pick up a ukulele, which only takes a few chords to start playing a tune. The key is to take small steps. For example, if gardening interests you, start with a single potted herb like basil. Water it, watch it thrive, and soon you'll be beaming with pride over your little green friend. Another way to grow your confidence is to share your progress with others. Invite a friend to taste your latest recipe or show your grandkids the scarf you're knitting. Their cheers and smiles will make your success feel even sweeter. Many libraries and senior centers across the U.S. offer workshops on skills like photography or basic smartphone use, where you can learn alongside others. It's a fun way to sharpen your skills and build your confidence in a supportive setting. Plus, celebrating these moments with others creates memories that last. As you embrace the pride of mastering a new skill, you might wonder what else this journey has in store. Up next, we'll explore how learning a new hobby can help you forge new friendships and reduce loneliness, bringing even more warmth to your golden years. Stay with us, because this next benefit is all about connection and community. Now that we've talked about how learning a new skill can boost your confidence and give your brain a workout, let's move to another wonderful benefit that's close to the heart. Learning a new skill helps you connect with others and reduces loneliness. In our golden years, staying connected with friends, family, or even new acquaintances can make all the difference. It's about sharing laughs, swapping stories, and feeling part of a community. So, let's dive into how picking up a new hobby can open doors to meaningful relationships and keep your social life vibrant. Loneliness can sneak up on us as we age, especially if kids have moved away or we're spending more time at home. But here's the good news: learning a new skill can be your ticket to meeting new people and strengthening bonds with those you already know. Whether it's joining a dance class or learning how to use Zoom to chat with faraway grandkids, a new skill gives you something to share and talk about. It's like a bridge that brings people together, and who doesn't love a good conversation over a shared interest? Take my friend Clara, who's 65. After retiring, she felt a bit isolated, missing the daily chats with her coworkers. Then she signed up for a local watercolor painting class at the community center. At first, she was nervous. She hadn't picked up a paintbrush since high school. But the class was full of folks her age, all learning together. Soon, Clara was swapping tips with her classmates, hosting paint and sip nights at her house, and even organizing a small art show for the group. She told me, "I didn't just learn to paint, I found my tribe." That's the power of a new skill, it builds connections that warm the heart. Here's a practical tip to get started: choose a skill you can learn with others, either in person or online. Many community centers across the U.S. offer free or affordable classes on everything from ballroom dancing to digital photography. If you prefer staying home, try an online course through platforms like Skillshare, where you can join discussion forums to connect with other learners. For example, learning to knit might lead you to a local knitting circle, where you can chat while creating cozy scarves. Or, if you're tech curious, mastering video calls can help you host virtual game nights with family. Another way to spark connections is to learn a skill that lets you give back. For instance, if you learn basic gardening, you could share your homegrown tomatoes with neighbors or volunteer at a community garden. These small acts create opportunities to bond and make you feel valued. Plus, sharing your progress, like posting a photo of your first knitted hat on Facebook, can invite encouragement from friends and family, making you feel even more connected. As we wrap up this part, think about how a new skill could bring you closer to others. Maybe it's learning to play bridge to join a card club or taking a cooking class to host a family dinner. Whatever it is, the connections you build will light up your days. Up next, in part 4, we'll explore how learning a new skill can give your life more purpose and joy, something we all deserve in our golden years. Keep watching, because you're going to love what's coming. As we've seen how learning a new skill can weave new friendships and warm our hearts with connection, let's turn to a benefit that truly lights up our golden years. Picking up a new skill helps you find purpose and joy in everyday life. After 60, it's natural to seek meaning in our days, to feel that spark that makes each morning exciting. A new skill can be that spark, transforming routine moments into opportunities for creativity and fulfillment. Let's explore how this works and how you can fill your life with joy, one small step at a time. In our golden years, purpose doesn't always mean grand gestures. It's often found in the simple things, like tending a garden or playing a tune that makes your grandkids clap along. Learning a new skill gives you something to look forward to, a reason to get up and dive into the day. Whether it's mastering watercolor painting or learning to bake cookies from scratch, these activities add a sense of accomplishment and delight. They remind us that life is still full of possibilities, waiting for us to explore with curiosity and an open heart. Let me share a story about my friend Ruth, who's 67 and found her spark through music. Ruth always loved listening to folk songs but never thought she could play an instrument. After her husband passed, she felt her days were too quiet, so she signed up for guitar lessons at her local community center. At first, she struggled with the chords, her fingers fumbling. But with practice, she learned to play "This Land Is Your Land." Now, she plays at family gatherings, and her grandkids sing along, their eyes sparkling. Ruth told me, "Playing the guitar gave me something to love again. It's like I found a piece of myself I didn't know was missing." That's the beauty of a new skill, it brings joy and a renewed sense of purpose. So, how can you find that same sense of joy? Here's a practical tip: choose a skill that feels like play, something that excites your imagination. If you love nature, try learning to grow your own vegetables. There's nothing like tasting your first homegrown tomato. Enjoy stories. Start writing short memoirs about your life to share with your family. The key is to pick something that feels fun, not like a chore. For example, if you've always wanted to try painting, grab a beginner's watercolor kit and spend 15 minutes a day creating. You don't need to be Picasso, just let the colors bring a smile to your face. Another way to spark joy is to tie your new skill to something meaningful, like creating for others. Learn to bake muffins and share them with neighbors, or pick up photography to capture moments at family events. These acts of creation make you feel valued and connected to the people around you. Many senior centers offer classes on crafts like pottery or even basic journaling, where you can explore your passions in a supportive group. It's a wonderful way to rediscover what makes your heart sing. As you embrace the purpose and joy that a new skill brings, you might be curious about how to tie all these benefits together. In our final part, we'll wrap up with practical steps to start your learning journey and make the most of these golden years. Stay with us, because we're going to bring it all home with inspiration and action. Having discovered how a new skill can bring joy and purpose to our days, let's bring it all together and see why learning something new after 60 is one of the best gifts you can give yourself. Over the course of this journey, we've explored 4 incredible benefits. It supercharges your brain, boosts your confidence, connects you with others, and fills your life with meaning. Each of these rewards makes your golden years richer, proving that it's never too late to grow, learn, and thrive. Now, let's wrap up with some practical steps to start your learning adventure and make these benefits a reality in your life. First, let's recap those 4 amazing benefits. Learning a new skill keeps your brain sharp, creating new connections to help you stay quick and alert, like my friend Betty mastering her smartphone app. It builds confidence, as we saw with Tom's journey from lumpy bread to potluck star. It fosters connections, like Clara finding her tribe through painting classes. And it sparks purpose, as Ruth discovered with her guitar, turning quiet days into moments of joy. Together, these benefits show that picking up a new skill isn't just about learning, it's about living your best life, full of energy, pride, and connection. So, how do you get started? Here are 3 practical steps to kick off your learning journey. Step 1. Pick a skill that excites you and start small. Love food? Try a simple recipe, like a smoothie you can share with family. Enjoy puzzles? Download a crossword app and solve 1 clue a day. The key is to choose something fun and manageable, think 10 to 15 minutes a day. Step 2. Find resources to guide you. Check out free classes at your local library or senior center, where you can learn everything from knitting to basic computer skills. Online, YouTube tutorials and platforms like Coursera offer beginner-friendly lessons on countless topics. Step 3. Share your progress. Tell a friend about your new skill, join a community group, or even post about it on social media. Sharing keeps you motivated and makes the experience more rewarding. Let me tell you about Helen, who's 70 and a shining example of starting small. Helen always admired her neighbor's flower garden but thought gardening was too complicated. Last spring, she decided to try growing a single pot of marigolds. She watched a quick YouTube video, bought seeds, and gave it a go. By summer, her porch was bursting with bright orange blooms, and she was sharing gardening tips with her book club. Helen said, "I started with 1 pot, and now I feel like I'm blooming too." Her story shows that even the smallest step can lead to big rewards, from a sharper mind to a happier heart. As you think about your own learning journey, remember this: every new skill you try is a step toward a fuller, more vibrant life. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, or even learning to text your grandkids with emojis, each effort counts. So, take a moment today to write down 1 skill you'd love to explore. Then, take that first tiny step, maybe watch a tutorial or sign up for a class. You're not just learning a skill, you're opening the door to a world of possibilities. Friends, it's been a joy sharing this journey with you. At 50+ Viet Wisdom, we're all about celebrating the golden years and inspiring you to live your best life. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who'd love it, and hit that subscribe button to join our community. We've got more tips and stories coming your way to keep your days bright and full of possibility. Until next time, keep learning, keep shining, and we'll see you soon.